Hello? Hello, I appear to have crossed paths on a network with, a Dalek?
Identify yourself!
Hey,
Obey!
hey, hey.
What is that? Is that a sonic device?
Yes, screwdriver. So, calm down, calm down. Wait a minute. I know you. You're that Dalek, Derek.
How do you know my identity? Explain!
Simple. I'm an interviewer. I like to interview YouTubers, and you just might be the alien I'm looking for.
You are correct. I am a YouTube user. Ask your questions, human.
So here's my first question. Good thing I wrote them down. It's not like it's a script or anything. How did you get to Earth?
It is a long and convoluted story, which I will tell you now. My squad was part of an invasion task force sent into the far future to fight in the great Microsoft Wars. On my return to Skaro, I was diagnosed with suffering from a behavioral disorder, similar to what humans would call post-traumatic stress disorder. I requested an audience with the Emperor and requested some time off of work. He refused, so I quit. I activated my emergency temporal shift mechanism and arrived on Earth at the start of the 21st century.
That's actually pretty interesting. So, what did your boss say when you quit?
He was extremely unhappy. I do not know what happened next, because the time elapsing between me quitting and arriving on Earth was approximately 12,000 years.
That makes sense. Yeah, but then again, talking about, time when you're a time traveler is pretty confusing.
I do not understand the statement. It is pointless.
Whatever you say, Derek. How'd you get, where did you get that name anyway, Derek?
It was the name I chose. I saw my first human upon arriving on Earth. His name was Matthew. He named me Derek. I do not know why. Probably because it was the first thing that came into his head.
Well, humans are like that. So, how'd you decide to go make a show on YouTube?
We wanted to give inferior life forms the opportunity to find out more about their Dalek masters. Dalek scientists have shown that slave workers who feel able to approach their Dalek masters are at least 17% more efficient than slave workers who are threatened with extermination for asking a question. It is logical to do the show for the benefit of the Dalek Empire.
To quote a famous Cyberman, there is logic in what you say.
I am aware that there is logic. You do not need to point it out.
Well, don't forget, I am an inferior human.
That is the most sensible thing you have said so far.
Right, so what era Dalek are you from? Like, if you... By era, I mean, which Doctor was regenerated at the point when you were created?
My particular model was designed for the Time War. The Doctor that you would know as the War Doctor.
Oh. Wow. So you actually saw combat?
Affirmative.
Wow, that's actually I'm sorry. Sorry for interrupting.
You are forgiven this time. I did not see combat at the fall of Gallifrey, but I was present when the Creator, Davros' ship, flew into the jaws of the Nightmare Child. It was, as you humans say, bloody hilarious.
Don't particularly like Davros, do you?
No!
Yeah, why don't you like Davros? He is your creator. Wouldn't he be considered what is essentially we call a god?
I do not understand the comparison. Your gods are meant to be superior to humans, whereas Davros is clearly inferior to the Daleks. We will exterminate him when he eventually shows up again, which he will, obviously.
Ain't that the truth? Alright. Okay, so you like, making YouTube videos. Is there anything else you like about humanity? Is there like anything that we do that you enjoy?
Obviously, human beings are inferior to the Daleks. However, I do enjoy your music. Beethoven's Fifth, Carmen, Aerosmith's Dude Looks Like a Lady, all musical masterpieces.
No, I'm not laughing at your choices. No, I agree. I just didn't expect a Dalek to enjoy Aerosmith. I can understand classical music, but...
Rock music is superior music. We quite enjoy the shouting.
So, you live alone in your home?
I live with 4 other Daleks, including the Dalek Supreme. We make up an organization known as the Cult of Scratchwoods.
The Cult of Scratchwoods. Damn it, I did it again.
If you do it again, you will be exterminated.
Got it. Drop in the sonic screwdriver.
We live in a house share with a human called Matthew, as I explained earlier. He generously allows us to stay rent-free, because we would exterminate him if he did not.
Which Doctor do you despise the least?
I despise every incarnation of the Doctor. He is the greatest enemy of the Daleks and must be totally exterminated. However, if I had to choose, I would say the 6th Doctor was the one that I despised the least. He was often angry, and his thoughts were very Dalek. Also, that coat made him easy to spot.
That too. He would make a pretty good target. Nice jacket, though.
Affirmative.
I'm a little hesitant to ask, but aren't you a little short to be a Dalek?
That is discriminatory! Do not belittle the Daleks, or you will be exterminated!
Sorry!
This inaction is forgiven, but you are on your final warning!
Yeah. I think we could call it quits, because I'm really close to pissing you off, and I'm pretty sure you're being a little more forgiving than an average Dalek. Yeah. One more thing I should point out. This is a replica. Bye!
You have tricked the Daleks! Exterminate! Exterminate! Attention, humans! If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Mataf Productions for more Dalek goodness. Obey!
And hey, if you liked the stuff that you saw from me, check out my channel, Bren Tenkage. Yeah, it's pretty cool too.
Nobody will subscribe to your channel! You are clearly inferior!
Hey, that may be so, but hey, I can at least touch and hold stuff with my hands!
There was no need for that!
You know, you're actually right, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Subscribe to us both.